Hey Cloud Gamers, and welcome to the Cloud Gaming Stream channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. nware have been making some waves with some spectacular adverts in the cloud gaming space recently, and we've had a ton of questions about the service. We last covered these guys back in August last year, so we thought we'd dive in and have a look, especially as the advertisement does look very well done. You can see here it's very spectacular, and essentially it is them laying out plans for a whole new bunch of data centers. The advert here looks extremely well done, so it has captivated a lot of interest. They're saying that they're coming to London, Texas and Brazil, but we have not had the greatest experience of these in the past, so we thought we'd dive in again and have a look for you. Now there is still a 3-day free trial, and it is a beta only, and the client is only available on Windows PCs as well as Android devices. So you are quite restricted on what you can play this on, and Mac has been coming for over a year now, so I'm not holding out there. They have increased their prices from last year, and you're looking at €9 a month for the base or €11 a month for premium. The only difference between these two is the fact that on the premium you can basically get a virtual PC for a set period of time to run your own games and launchers on. The client itself then is very basic. You can see it's very similar to GeForce Now's client here, but with a lot of repetition. You can sync your Steam library, but for some reason some of the games are unavailable, and also sometimes the license doesn't seem to quite hook up correctly, so you need to restart it a couple of times. And the launchers feature basically just gives you a preset machine with the Steam or Epic launcher enabled for you to get in there. You do have to pick a plan. There is no freebie here at all. You get 3 days free if you cancel within that period, but you can't play without a plan. So let's get into the games and have a look, and this is where things really did start to fall apart for me, and this is where I had issues a year ago. Trying to launch Cyberpunk, you can see I'm getting network problems, even though I was the only one on my 200 meg Wi-Fi. And we can see that to play Cyberpunk, I had to sign into Steam again, even though it's already synced as part of the client here. And then it went through this install process, and I sat on this screen for a good 20 minutes for it to discover the existing files, for it to then start downloading the existing files, and then crash. And this happened twice, so I wasted a lot of time just trying to play Cyberpunk here, and it really was not a good experience. So I did try another game, and I dove into Apex Legends, as this is a quicker game, and I thought that this would be fairly foolproof, as it's quite a small download obviously as well. And again, on the launch of this game, I had to log into Steam once again. So it's not remembering the credentials for Steam, even though the client itself is supposed to be signed into Steam, which is a bit of a usage issue. And again, I had to go through some kind of Steam setup steps before the game actually launched, and it took about 3.5 minutes from clicking the play button in Apex Legends to actually get into the game itself. So it's quite a slow load, even for what should be quite a fast game. However, once I got there, the graphics did look pretty good, and this is 1080 and it was all maxed out. So I was quite impressed with the graphics quality here. It's on par, if not slightly better than GeForce Now, until I tried to get into a match, and then I hit a connection issue, which just froze up, as you can see here, and then threw me back to the start screen with a connection error for the server. This happened a couple of times before I got this option to change data centers. So I switched data center, and it does look like I'm kind of in Europe here, or Belgium servers. And you can see there that the ping is absolutely fine, but I still got a few connection problems later on. But looking at when I did finally get into a game, you can see the quality is actually very good here. And there was no input latency. It did feel fairly native. Obviously, there is a slight dip in the quality compared to actually running it natively, but I was very impressed with the graphics and input latency here. As I said, I still did get a few graphical glitches, but the fact that it took me 3 or 4 attempts to get into this game, and from clicking play to me actually getting into this particular game was again around 20 minutes, and you can see the stutter there as I got a bit of lag. So this may be better when they do roll out these other locations, but I will give you a big warning for this service to just go in maybe on the month, or just try that free trial period before you commit to this system. Again, I'm not sure whether these guys actually have all the licenses for these games. Maybe that's why they've been in closed beta for over a year. Hopefully we do see them as a competitor in future, but my experience with this has not been very good, and it's not one that I'm looking to return to anytime soon. Hopefully they can make these improvements before we come back again. But for now, that's all I can give you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with all things cloud gaming, and we will see you next time.